What's up, Scyushi Squad? We back in more Trove, and today we're gonna be talking about Luxion. Yes, the Flux Dragon is here. He's got his inventory back, but there's something else that is distracting me in the back of my mind, and that's the fact that the test server is open. Now, I'll have another shorter video, gonna be talking about the test server and what actually is happening on there because it's really exciting, and I'll post that today, and then I'll start streaming and so on and so forth. But for today, we're gonna be focusing on Luxion himself, which is going to end up being chilling right down here. Excuse me if I look a little groggy. I just woke up. I woke up in the middle of the night, then I went back to sleep, and then I woke up again. So hey, oh, that's actually a pretty good inventory, honestly speaking. So the tiny T-Rex, starting first and foremost, that was a free mount. So it's kind of weird that he's just throwing it in here, but I guess whatever. There was a point in time where Trove ended up having some login mounts just randomly, where it was like, oh, if you log in this month, you'll get this for free. But I love the tiny T-Rex just because look at him. He looks so cute. He looks so stupid. Like, it's just, he's adorable, right? Like, there's nothing you can end up saying wrong about him. Then there's going to end up being the energetic emblem, which this temporarily boosts your energy regeneration. This is not, as far as I recall, this is not a very good gem ability or emblem. Sorry, let me pop a flask, and yeah, I mean, I guess it's okay. The point is that you would end up more than likely wanting to end up using the energy recharge one, like the zealous emblem, where it just restores all of your energy at once. I'm not saying that this one's useless, just that the energy recharge one is better. But more importantly, there's going to end up being the Unyielding Emblem, and these are tradable as well. So this, I'm guessing, is going to be very, very expensive. Yeah, and this is, consider that this is the price of this item the day that Luxion is here, which means that this is actually cheaper than it's going to go for after Luxion ends up going away. Then this item is going to end up becoming way, way more valuable. But Unyielding, you do not want to miss it. It is one of the mandatory emblems that you can end up using at the end game with a lot of classes, because it grants a brief invulnerability shield. So if I end up just popping a flask, got a little bit of a cooldown here. Hold on. I pop a flask, it gives me this little shield. It doesn't last long, but the point is that if you end up having that and death defying, an enemy at the end game will usually end up one-shotting you. So you can get one shot, it pops a flask automatically because it's death defying, and thus you gain a little brief invulnerability instead of what Trove normally does, where you can just and all your flasks are gone. Like, you can just constantly get tagged. So that is something that I would highly recommend that you end up getting. Then there's the chaotic cumulus. I don't know how I'm pronouncing that. I don't really care. This thing, let me guess, this is expensive. It's not that expensive. Okay. This is going to end up being the rain cloud. So this is, if I recall, I think this was another daily login one, because there was going to end up being this shadow one that's all rain and stuff. And then there's the other one that's all rainbows and beautifulness, right? But I mean, whatever. It's just kind of a surfing cloud mount. I don't really like these ones as much as the nimble nimbus, which you can just end up grinding at any time from Radiant Ruins or just Skyworld in general. But I mean, hey, it's cool that it's here. And then, weirdly enough, we've got Shimmy Shamrock. So this is actually going to end up being an ally from old events. This, you probably only want to get it for the mastery. I don't know if you want it for the style of it. It's going to be right down here. But it basically just gives you 7% attack speed, 1.5% crit hit. I mean, it's cute and adorable and everything. It's just, you know, for me, it's always about either the functionality of the ally has to be really, really good, or it has to give the minimum of 50 mastery, and then I'll usually go for it. But you know, I obviously was fortunate enough to be able to grind the event itself to end up getting this, instead of having Luxion sell, you know, recycled goods for an extreme premium. Crazy price. Okay, so anyways, then there's going to end up being Luxion Style Stash. So you can only buy 5 of these per. And in the style section, you know how you got hats, weapons, and stuff like that. Luxion Style Stash is going to randomly unlock a seasonal event, pinata, or Luxion equipment style that you don't already own. So most of all, this is just an item for endgame players. It's not really something that you want to end up getting, you know, early on, just because what, you'll just get random styles for 15 dragon coins a pop for 1 mastery? Gross. 10 Binding Darkness sold for 25 Dragon Coins each. Devs, who are you kidding? Jeez. So Binding Darkness used to be in Shadow Towers. It is now in the Delves, and it is actually a lot easier to obtain Binding Darkness than it used to be. And Luxion is selling one of these for 25 Dragon Coins each, up to a total of 10, which is just astronomically bad, dude. That's 250 Dragon Coins just to end up buying out his whole inventory of just getting 10 of these bad boys, which just no. And then there's going to end up being the Golden Hoard Dragon Soul, which these you can only end up buying 15 per Luxion visit, and he's on a bi-weekly schedule, so you can buy them this week. Next week is Coruxian, and then the week after you'll be able to buy more of these Dragon Souls again. These are kind of worth it, and probably going to end up being the first and foremost thing that you want to get Coruxian. So long as you have 400 Dragon Coins in total, you'll be able to get all of the souls required. And then as you consume them, you'll slowly end up getting lots and lots of mastery, but you'll also get a bunch of different items, a pretty good starting ally if you're at the early game, so on and so forth, until you end up getting the stats, and then finally the fully maxed out dragon, which the dragon is pretty cool. You know, there's multiple forms of the dragon, so you can end up getting like the cookie cutter dragon, or sorry, this is the one that flies but doesn't shoot fireballs. This is the cookie cutter one that doesn't fly or anything. And then of course there's going to end up being the maxed out dragon, which is this bad boy right here. I'm not gonna walk around as those other mounts just because they're not super duper impressive, but anyways, you know, it's a cool dragon, that's for sure. My god, it's bright. Jeez, help me, my eyes, good god. But its fireball ends up shooting flux, so you know it's got unique video effects in that regard, and generally speaking is a pretty cool dragon, to say the least. But anyways, guys, so someone's already yelling at me in game telling me about it. So there's actually a new class, a new biome, and crystal gems on the test server, which again I'll end up having a shorter video that's going to end up talking about that, or a short video I should say, probably not shorter than this, because these Luxion videos always end up just being whoop super duper short. I'm hopefully going to end up getting everything back in order with you know, just my videos being a little bit more regular. I kind of been taking, I don't want to say that I've been taking some time off, but I've just been kind of really like, I've been on a super messed up schedule in real life, just because we've also got all of these gaming events and stuff like that going on. But anyways, I know you guys don't care about any of that stuff. I'm excited to go and see what's on the test server, so I'm gonna hop on there right now, do a quick video, and then we'll probably end up streaming like I said earlier. Either way, I really appreciate you guys watching, and I hope you enjoyed today's video. Smash like, sub for more, buy the merch you want to support the channel, and have a wonderful day, ladies and gentlemen.